is Chris Moore, and in today's video, I got one of your favorites. Yeah, that's right, guys. I know we got a lot of Busa fans in the house. So we got a Gen 1 Busa that we're gonna be doing a Stage 2 ECU Flash with the MR12 upgrade. We're gonna be getting this thing all dialed in. But before we get too much into that, I wanna let you guys know about something special we got coming up. December 4th, guys. We just added it to the website. December 4th, Palm Beach International Raceway. More Mafia is taking our school traveling. Yeah, that's right, boys. We're hitting the road. More Mafia Drag Racing School will be held at Palm Beach International Raceway on December 4th for 300 bucks. You get a Florida vacation. If you already live in Florida, you get a Florida track day. But anyways, we're gonna be doing our school in Florida for the first time ever. We're on the road. You're gonna learn the very most basic to the very most advanced things you need to know in drag racing to make yourself go faster, be more consistent, and not break parts. That's one of the most important things. Sign up now, moremafia.com. You can get your spot. There's only 15 spots available, guys. Don't miss out. This will not last long. We've already sold, I think, 5 spots, but just from basically releasing it on Facebook. So if you're not following us on Facebook or Instagram too, be sure to check us out on those. We'll have the links in the description below. But for now, let's get into this Gen 1 Busa. We got a Brock's Performance short meg exhaust system. For those of you who don't know, a short meg and an alien head are basically the exact same exhaust. The short meg is round, alien head is shaped like an alien. I don't know, how do you make an alien shape with one hand? But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. It's basically just a different shape of the exhaust. The cool thing about the short meg, if you wanted to, there's a little bolt right here. You can remove that bolt and slide the baffle out, meaning you can make this thing crazy loud if you want to. This customer does have a lot of the little small stuff to make this thing better too. So he's got different velocity stacks in it. He's got a lot of the extra goodies, Sprint air filter, all the good stuff is installed. We're gonna see what kind of horsepower this bike makes. It does have a Dunlop Drag Max on it. One thing I want to address too before we get into the dyno and video, the tires and the dyno numbers. Okay, so I've said this a lot of times in the past, but some of you guys are new to the channel. You may be just watching this video your first time ever on our channel. So anyways, every dyno is gonna read different and every tire is gonna read different on the dyno as well. So in other words, you can have a bike with a stock tire, stock swing arm, dyno it, make 190 horsepower. You can extend the swing arm, put a Shinko hookup on the bike, which is, you know, a good modification for drag racing. There's nothing wrong with that, and lose 10 to 15 horsepower on the dyno. Now, does that mean you really lost 10 to 15 horsepower? Does that mean you really don't have that horsepower? No. All that is how the bike reads on the dyno. So the way the dyno works, the tire turns the drum. If the tire slips on the drum, then that means it doesn't turn it as well. That means it doesn't result in a higher horsepower on the screen. That doesn't necessarily mean you don't have that horsepower. All right, guys, I don't want to talk you to death. Let's get into this Hayabusa action now. All right, guys, here we go. Baseline pull on the Gen 1 Hayabusa. What kind of horsepower do you think it's gonna make? I think this thing's gonna be a pretty big gainer. Keep in mind, it does have 93 octane pump gas in it right now. We're just doing the baseline with that. Then we're gonna siphon the pump gas out, put the MR12 in, and then start the tuning process. We will be doing it all through the ECU today. It has a power commander on it now, but we're gonna clear that out, basically delete what's in the power commander, so it won't be doing anything. But here we go. guys, so for those of you who have been asking lately, how am I siphoning the gas out of these bikes? We sell these things here at the store. You got to just call the store to get one. Go on moremafia.com. You can get our phone number. I don't have them on the website. We're not quite that fancy. But anyways, we do have these hoses in stock. Literally, all you got to do to get the fuel to come out is just shake the hose. And just like that, voila, we got gas coming out. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but you hear a, that's the gas coming out. That's the little marble bouncing around. But these things work excellent. I've been using them for years now, and they're only like 20 bucks. So if you need one, check us out. You get our phone number, moremafia.com. We'll get that out. We're draining the pump gas in it now. We're gonna get it bone dry. Then we're gonna put the old trusty MR12 in there. All right guys, MR12 going in. All you gotta do once again to put into the bike is just hold the can above the fuel tank and then it siphons it directly in there. Hey, while we're doing this, what do you guys want to see next on the channel? I'm getting tired of dynoing 24/7. It's starting to slow down. It's time for some winter projects and winter builds. What do you guys want to see next as far as projects on the channel? It's time to have some fun. Just like that, we put a gallon of MR12 in this thing. We're ready to fire it up and see how it does now. Ah, you smell that, boys? It's MR12. She's getting work in the system now. So I just plugged into the power commander and I was looking at the map in it. I actually just deleted it out of there. It was a map from a pretty big company, but it was a downloaded map. So look at the air fuel ratio, 11.5 down here. And it's just, like I said, way too much fuel everywhere. That goes to show you that it really pays, especially on these older bikes, to get the bikes dynoed. It really makes a big difference dynoing these bikes, just due to the fact that in 2005, let's say when this bike is made, we're in 2020 now, 15 years later, you know the fuel pump has been changed, you know the injectors may be dirty, could be clean, whatever. Either way, every bike is different. If you got one of these, you need to get it to a dyno and on there to get it tuned. Let's see what we can get out of this thing by flashing this ECU and getting this thing dialed in on the dyno. All right guys, baseline pull. We just put a basic ECU flash in it to get us started with this thing, cleared the power commander out. Now I'm about to make the first pull with MR12 and see how this thing does. On this Gen 1 Hayabusa. We're about to show you the numbers here in just a second. Also, don't forget, comment in the comments below, what do you want to see next out of the channel? Remember, it's time to have some fun. I'm tired of dynoing, guys. This is my job. I want to do something fun. All right, guys, let's go. from the tuning and from the MR12. You can see this thing really picked up nice in the mid-range, gained 15 horsepower. So that's huge gains there. And then you can see also from his extending his rev limiter, he also picked up nice horsepower. He went from 171 to went from 158 to 171, and then went from 85 foot-pounds of torque to 100. So at the track / in the street, that's gonna make a big, big difference. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Be sure to check us out, moremafia.com. You can get all your merch there. We just dropped a whole new line of hoodies. Plus, you can also sign up for the race school there. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. See you next time, guys.